So in this video, we will create a custom IP of our project. So for that, you go ahead and open the project for which you have to create an IP. So how this IP thing works is that it will take the topmost module of your design hierarchy and it will create a module of it. So let's say if you have a test bench, so test bench is on the top, right? So if we see test bench is on the top and there's a RCA below it, and in RCA there are adders, full adders. So if you go ahead and create IP of it, to create an IP, go to tools, create and package new IP. Then this is the prompt you will get. You go ahead, we will get to this later, but there would be an error. Why this error came? No port found. There must be an interface. So in test bench, if you look at the module um, parameters, there are no input and output. Like if you see in RCA, there are inputs and outputs which IP would recognize as valid inputs and ports, but here in test bench there are nothing present. So that's why this is error is coming. You can go ahead and comment this or remove the test bench once you validated or verified your design. So we will remove that test bench. So in our hierarchy, the RCA is on the top as we want. We want to make RCS module, so it should be on the top. This is the ripple carry header. Ripple carry header is on the top. Now we go ahead and create IP. So create and package new IP. So there are two methods of creating an IP. One is AXI for peripheral and another is package, just a IP package. So AXI peripheral is actually a peripheral which wraps around your IP. It's a standardized connections which you can connect anything with your IP. Let's say there's some processor, there's some controller, or there's a block, ALU block, or anything. You have to interface them, right? If someone goes with another type of interfacing and someone goes with another type of interfacing, there would be a problem. That's why Xilinx has created this AXI4 peripheral, which you can wrap around your IP and you can connect them with different IPs without any problem. That's about this AXI peripheral. Anyways, we will go with packaging our current project. So we will choose that, and this is the repo location. So what the we want to do is it creates a repository of IPs. So this is the default IP location. You can go ahead with this one, or otherwise you can create another directory where you can mention where you can store all the IPs. So why this is necessary? Actually, you have to go ahead and when you create new project and another project and you want to call this IP, this RCA into your project, you have to mention this address and it will look for IPs in that address and it will add them to your project. So you want to use these projects uh, which will be stored here. You have to mention this repo location. That's why it's a big deal. So try to use the default one or otherwise make a new one and try to remember it. So we will see this in action later. Um, we will go ahead with this default location. Then we will finish this wizard. Uh, Once finished, this is the package steps we will get. first it will identification of the package, where this package came from, which is the version and all that. So regarding this, I would mention one important point. IPs should have, and IPs have a unique name. Two same names will conflict and it will give give error. So if you go ahead and name this as adder, adder would be a generic term. You can't name uh, two IPs same, right? So you can't use adder because adder is a generic and adder is already present in the IP. So go ahead and use any unique name like this Ripple Carry Adder version 1.0. So this is a good and correct name. Anyone would with right mind would use names which are very readable and tells about the module itself. This is an adder which is a Ripple Carry Adder and it's a version 1.0. So so that there's a no conflict between IPs in the future. Then we will go with compatibility, and I don't know about much about this, so I would just skip this part. And this is the files, and these are the files it will use for simulation and synthesis. Then this is the width. Actually this is an important part. um, let's say you have generic terms. In this case we only have one, but maybe there are multiple in your case, so there will be this lot of uh, customization parameters listed here. If anyone is missing, then it won't happen, but if it's missing, then there's a error in your code, I guess. So cross verify this thing, and this supports. Now you also have to verify this, like let's say this is the default size, and this is the generic size, input with -1, input with -1. So go ahead and check this, and also the type. And once you verify it and go in addressing and memory, if this none, you can go ahead and choose the customization GUI. So this is the GUI you will get. You can customize this, but we are not going into this for right now. We will go and review and repackage. In my case it's a repackage, in your case it's a package IP, okay? Because I already packaged this project once, so that I can verify it before teaching you guys. So I would go ahead and package it and finished packaging successfully. So now we will use this package uh, in another video. For now, this is how you package an IP from the project. Thank you.